Very glad to be here. How do you do? I'm looking forward to this with great expectation.
Well, we're here to meet the people as much as to play, you know, and it is less a concert tour than a how do you do. It's more a how do you do, you know. Using music as a sort of passport.
In June 1979, Isaac Stern and his family visited China as guests of the government for 3 weeks at the special invitation of Foreign Minister Wang Hua. Everywhere he traveled, Isaac Stern found a warm reception for him and renewed interest in Western music.
China is an ancient as well as a young country. We have an exceedingly rich cultural heritage, yet we have just begun our new long march towards socialist modernizations. We are confident that Mr. Stern's visit and performance in China
为中美两国人民互相了解和友谊做出
will play an important role in enhancing friendship between the Chinese and American musicians and people, and promote artistic exchanges between the two countries.
We are both very interested, Mr. Golub and I, to know how the Chinese musician reacts to Western music, why they have a feeling for Western music. We had many chances to talk about music and to get to know each other. At the American Embassy with Ambassador Leonard Woodcock and his wife. And at many other receptions throughout our visit, the Chinese extended a most cordial welcome to me and to my family, and to David Golub, the wonderful American pianist who was traveling with us.
Mr. Golub is going to perform together with Mr. Stern.
We were able to make contact with each other very quickly. This is my name in Chinese?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I have my own seal. No more autographs. And formed many warm personal friendships.
But also your presence here will surely contribute to the furtherance of the cultural exchange between China and the United States and further enhance the mutual understanding and friendship between the Chinese and American peoples.
For myself, my family, and Mr. Golub,
我的一家，我自己，还有格鲁布先生，
we thank you for this wonderful welcome.
我们感谢你们给予我们的这样的欢迎。
We have come here to meet with the Chinese people,
我们到这儿来是为了同中国人民会见，
to say hello through music,
通过音乐来向他们问好。
and as musicians, then friends. The easiest way for a person to learn about another country is to meet the professionals in one's own field. Вот. Я не играю ходенда там. Okay. Это все то же самое. Let's start from the beginning. Это все то же самое. This trip was never planned as a concert tour. It was planned as a visit, to meet with the people, and to get to know something about China. But I accepted an invitation to prepare a concert with the Central Philharmonic, the major orchestra in Peking, conducted by Li Dilun. Not that bad. And then separate. No. Though it was rehearsal, the hall was jammed with people who knew music. Yes. All right. But, the second note must still be alive. Not vibrato.
第二个音呢，还是应该有声音，不是死的，揉弦。
Not. At the beginning of the rehearsals, the musicians were a little stiff, a little uncertain, and more than a little wary. Their approach to Western classical music was somewhat limited. They were not accustomed to playing with passion and variety of color.
这个 crescendo 千万不要起得过早，在以前的1小节的第3拍开始吧，以前8小节。
They had an old-fashioned technical approach towards the manner in which they played their instruments, but with an almost instant understanding and reaction to a given musical stimulus once they were shown what might be done. They have not had the experience of living with Western music for hundreds of years as we have.
这并不是因为他比我们早，而是他呢是处在一个欧洲变化的时期，他是先锋，这得到的。
Well, it is my view that Mozart lived in an era when Europe was transferring from the feudal society into the modern industrial society. Capitalism already began to grow in the society at the time when he lived. So he is a great musician, but
从封建社会解脱出来了，走向
because he
更
already got rid of the feudalist society and entered into a new stage of social development, which is capitalism.
Well, I'm not sure that one could argue that the genius of Mozart had anything in particular to do with the development of the social or economic stage of life at that time. When we came into each of the conservatories, we began to hear an extraordinary level of talent. In Peking, they chose a number of students to play for us. It was in front of an auditorium filled to the rafters with people interested in music. We listen to students of various ages with varying talents. I felt I could help best by encouraging them, and also by giving them and their teachers a sense of musical direction. Okay, thank you very much.
Everyone here with that bow has done the same mistake.
每个人在这里的都是同样的错误，都是这个问题。
They're simply cutting off part of the equipment to play the violin.
就是把这个工具啊
play.
切掉。
Play that. Okay, why don't you use this part here? It is like a follow through. The Chinese are wonderful sports people. But you know, if you make this gesture and stop, you're going to hurt something. And you can't throw anything this way. To throw, you go all the way, yes? All the way. The same thing with the bow. All the way. It is a continuation, it's a follow through. Like in ping pong. Because nothing happens, you know, ball goes up there. Stop. Now come here and sing the beginning for me. Da da da. Just sing it. You sing it. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Beautiful. Now, why don't you play it this way? You know, did you hear what you did? You sang. But when you played it, you played... You see? One plays, one sings usually very naturally. You must always listen as if you were hearing something very beautiful. Then you must figure out how to do it here.
也听到像听到一些很美丽的句子一样，那么你就应该在乐器上做出来。
So that when you go... Now start it once more and play it as if you were singing it.
现在再来一次，一边拉的时候就像你唱歌一样。
Think in here, sing in here,
在这想考虑
and play here.
在这演奏，试试看。
Ah, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. That's all right, you see. There's a difference, you understand? For me,
对我来说，
the violin must be part of the body,
小提琴是身体的一部分，
like another arm.
像另外一个胳膊一样，
And you hold it, simple.
这很简单。
I also have a little secret.
我有秘密，有个小秘密。
Foam rubber, it's called. And you can shape it to any size. Then you're free to be flat or this way or that. Then you can control this on the violin is very important.
这样的话，小提琴就可以动了，有一点儿自己跟
If
自己
you
使
hold
劲
the violin here and play this way, then it's much more difficult than if you hold the violin this way and play on the violin. It's so much easier to do this than...
你来吧，你拉提琴一会儿我就不行了。
我也不行了，
No, it's too high. Flatten this. Flatten this.
在
That's it.
这里放
That's
平
it.，
手腕放
All
平
right.。No, then... The listener must always hear exactly where the phrase goes.
所以你必须使听众知道你哪个地方是一句，哪个地方是一句。
All right, go ahead. No, don't. Straight.
拉和弦直的，弓子直的，这三个弦一道出来，不要分开。
Again, just... That's it. Good girl. Bravo.
啊，
Bravo.
很好，很好，很好。
We were taken to a class of the Peking opera, a highly stylized tradition of presenting old myths and stories, very romantic stories, full of battles and heroes and heroines, all accompanied by cymbals, gongs, flutes, trumpets, all played by what seemed to us virtuosi of their instruments, because they could do anything with them.
Very good. Very good. I'll do it once more. And it's tuned naturally to what? Can I one by one? Can I just one by one? I just want to hear
你给他吹一个一个的吹，让他。
音阶。
Very good. Very good.
Later, we watched the students rehearsing some of the scenes from the Peking opera classical repertory.
我听将军战马生死，想是该架草料，请到殿中饮上3杯，再走。
one night in Guilin, we went out on the town to a kind of vaudeville show. It was a total delight and one of the happiest evenings we spent in China. A short visit does not make one a China expert. But it was evident that Shanghai is the most cosmopolitan and in some ways the most Western city in China. You come upon surprising signs of Western influence.
I hit American. American hit Western country music. That's very nice to hear. Sounds very nice. John Denver, Crystal Gale, and Bee Gees, of course, and a lot of Dolly Parton.
There was also a feeling of openness and informality in Shanghai that we associated with the atmosphere of a Western city. And as the center for most of the foreigners who came to China, Shanghai developed a tradition for Western concert music.
Yeah, because is this the only piano that they have here?
这儿是不是就这么一架？
就这一架是上海就是比较好，你也听那一架。
Probably same problem would be everywhere. What other pianos do they have in Shanghai?
上海还有其他的
比较好的就是
比较好
最好的。
They consider this the best one they have.
I see. Which other ones do they have?
你们还有其他的是什么牌子？
When we arrived in Shanghai and came to the hall to try the piano, we found a piano that was in such bad condition that we really couldn't consider using it for the concert.
This is the newest one.
We
were told that this was the best piano, and in fact, the only piano that it was possible to use. The felts on many of the hammers were so twisted and gnarled from the humidity that they weren't even sufficient to stop the sound of the string on many of the notes. The piano was literally unplayable.
That's going to be a
Not very good. It's going
Yeah, they promise. They'll do that.
Leave it and see.
Or ship
from this
piano in Peking.
And we had just come just a few days before from Peking. And in Peking, there had been a new and very good Hamburg Steinway that we were able to bring into the hall in Peking and use. And it had been very satisfactory. So we thought, is there a way, the concert being, of course, the next evening, but is there a way to have this piano brought down from Peking to Shanghai?
In other words, an army truck picks up the piano there, an army vehicle, an army airplane brings it here, and an army truck meets the airplane here and brings it here. All the way. And it's the only way that it can be done.
And the army people have no experience in handling this.
That's why the piano tuner has to come along.
They should carry a crew.
That should carry a crew.
Come. Right.
When we mentioned the possibility of bringing them that piano, it not only met with great negative reaction, but it met with some amount of apprehension. So Isaac mentioned the possibility of calling Peking himself, of maybe going directly to the government and seeing if there was a way to expedite the moving of the piano.
So you tell me what to do, and I'll wait here until you tell me.
Right.
The pleasures of touring. This is a wild chance we're taking. It's the only reason it might work, because it's completely inconceivable.
The next morning, when it became evident that we were intent on going through and doing everything we could to get that piano down from Peking to the concert, we were told that indeed there was another piano in Shanghai at the radio station. The piano was certainly not a great instrument, but it was usable. A significant improvement upon what we had in the hall. And we decided immediately that we would like to use the piano. During this whole incident with the piano in Shanghai, our concern was not merely to have a better instrument just for our own comfort, but because we felt very strongly that this very discerning and eager Chinese audience deserved to have an opportunity to hear our music under the best conditions we could possibly play it.
斯特作曲。
The audience in Shanghai had a longer tradition of attendance at concerts, and there was a kind of joyfulness that this was taking place. One could feel it as a palpable force even during the performance. There was a give and take between us as we were playing and as they were listening. I think it is a delight to have seen both the Foreign Minister and Madame Sun Yat-sen at a concert that we played. We visited a local training center called the Sports Palace. It was astonishing to watch this kind of intense concentration. On the other hand, they can't play Mozart. The utter concentration in these young people, the discipline of the movements, all that we saw was evidence of organization and training from the very early stages. Just as they are highly trained and disciplined in their physical arts, this whole attitude is carried into their work in musical education as well. And we found this true when we visited the conservatory in Shanghai.
My name is
Tan Shu Zhen, and I am the Deputy Director of the Shanghai Conservatory of Music. And I am a violinist and professor of violin in the conservatory. For the little children, we set up the primary school about 20 years ago. Then it was closed down at the beginning of the Cultural Revolution. But we reopened it 2 years ago. The students were selected in this way. We announced in the newspaper places and time of auditions. Not only in Shanghai, we sent teachers to many cities in the inland, in the provinces. And the competition is very, very sharp. We have to select one from every 40 applicants. They arrive here at the age of 10. And they all live in the school. We have a special building for them. They all live there and study one major instrument besides all the other subjects. They're very busy. After the liberation in 1949, there were two opinions mainly. One is that we don't need foreign music. We don't need Western music. What we need is Chinese traditional music. We have to develop that. And the other opinion is we have to develop Chinese music, but we also must study Western music. Then we can select from them what we need to create our own music. I think the exchange is beneficial for us.
都在这个小的地方，比如哒哒哒哒的，这个小动作都在随时关的控制好，对吧？还有这个分区这个上音，哒哒的哒，这个地方都在这个地方控制，是一个音。哎，不要等它太上来了，你看见？呀。这样子就好了。那么整个这个一撇来，再来啊，好，开始去。松开来，哒哩哒，这样子，哒，那个情绪不要给他塞。
The party and the government has the intention to modernize our country in every aspect, and music is no exception.
好，这比刚刚好接，后面有一点。
We have to study and know all about music in Western countries. To know it, we have to play it, to study it. Just like Chairman Mao said in his book, that if you want to know the taste of a pear, you have to eat it. Otherwise, you don't know the taste. I think that's right. For music, we have to study everything as we can. There's not much chance to hear famous musicians during this last 10 years or more. Isaac Stern's visit to China has made a deep impression among the Chinese musicians. Mr. Stern discovered when the older students play Beethoven or Mozart or some things which are more delicate, more sophisticated, they don't understand the music very much. They just play the notes. Most of the students want to play something difficult. Everything must be fast, loud, noisy. They think that if they can play something difficult and fast, they can get a good job. Everyone will get a job after graduation. But some jobs are better than others. So everybody strives to play something difficult to show that I'm the best player. Mr. Stern stressed more on music than on technique. He emphasized that technical excellence alone is not enough. The mind must be free to create what the composer had in mind.
See, there must always be life to every note. There is not a single casual note in music. There's not an unnecessary. Every note has a reason. You're a very musical boy.
你是很乐感的。
Why don't you do what your heart tells you to do, what your ear tells you to do?
为 什么你不照你的心、你的耳朵叫你做的那样去拉呢？
You're having a conversation. You're saying
你在
something.
说话呀。
You know, it's not just.
不是这样了。
very, very high standard.
非常高水平
On
的，
any international level.
从国际上
Very, very, very high standard.
水平很高。
From what we have seen, you have an extraordinary power in China available to you in your young people. But both Mr. Golub and I have reached the same conclusion all the way through from everything we've heard, that the young people, 8, 9, 10, 11, remarkable. But 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, something happens to them. What happened in between?
再往大了以后啊，这个孩子就好像有点什么问题存在了，到底是怎么回事呢？
那么有一批小学生，像他，我这个学生，他就从小学出来的，可是他念到 中学、高中1年级，文化大革命就来了。
Well, originally, the graduates of the conservatory were all taken from the graduates of the primary and middle schools attached to the conservatory. For instance, Ms. Tang Yun, she was a graduate of the primary school of this conservatory before. But when she reached the age of 18 or 19, there came to be the Cultural Revolution, and these activities, these teachings were stopped. You could see that many of the young people of 18 or 19 years old, they have gone through this period, and during that period, nothing was taught, and it was quite difficult for them to continue with their study. So the level,
couldn't even play.
The level today they can present.
If you listen to the record of the classical music, it is reactionary.
The crime.
The crime.
Cultural revolution, in their terms, was an attempt to change the cultural format of the country into a closed, inward-looking society that rejected any influence, acceptance, recognition of any foreign influence.
For them to reach such a level is already very difficult because they've gone through such a difficult period.
The Cultural Revolution started during the spring of 1966. All of a sudden, in May, the storm broke out. I taught Beethoven, Mozart, Western music. I taught people to make violins. Those are the instruments belonging to the imperialists, belonging to the foreign devils, belonging to the Westerners. It was like a bad dream, like a nightmare. I was confined to a small room. That's not a room. That's a closet in the basement of the library, just under the stairs. It's a small closet, without window, without light, without ventilation. And there is a septic tank under the floor, and a big pipe. The refuse comes from the toilets through that pipe into the septic tank, and smells very badly. I had to stay there for 14 months. And because the lack of oxygen, lack of air, my legs were swollen. I think the chief reason they did that to all the professors and teachers is just to get rid of us, because they want to get power, to get control of the conservatory, to get control of the music. But during a period, I was not allowed to come out. I had to stay in the dark room all the time. Somebody will send me something to eat. I was allowed to come out for a few minutes every day to get a little water, to go to the toilet. And once my daughter came from Peking. She wants to see me. And the Red Guard told me, your daughter wants to see you, but I allow you only 5 minutes to talk with her, and with his presence. So it was in the evening. He led me to a corner of the wall, and I saw my daughter in the dark with a granddaughter of 7 years. when I saw my granddaughter called me grandfather. I couldn't restrain my tears because I was treated as a criminal. Sometimes we were treated as animals. Ten of our teachers died by suicide because they couldn't stand the humiliation and torture, especially the torture of the mind and the humiliation. Of course, we were beaten, we were kicked and beaten in many ways, but I think that's all right, comparing with the humiliation. We were treated as criminals because we taught them Western music. I don't pretend that I can predict for the future. Nobody can. But I think the cultural revolution of this kind of terrorism, it will not happen again. Because people got wiser than before. The apprehension is still there. But I hoped for the best. I hope and I think the same thing will not happen again.
Okay, fine. Very good, very good, very good. You're a very talented young lady.
你是一个很有才能的。
Most playing of this kind
这一类的演奏
forces the hand to put the pressure, main pressure, on this finger, the first finger.
就把手指的压力基本上都
So
压
you
在
get
地指上了，这个手指上了，
this.
就出来这样的声音。
But if you think of this, the pressure being spread, but the center
要想到那个压力是在中央，
is on this
是
finger.
在这个手指上。
With this finger, you cannot force the sound.
这样声
So
音
then
就
you
不
spread
逼
it.
出来了。
So then it really becomes like a paintbrush.
就好像那个画刷在刷，
Not driven into the
不是
fiddle.
钻进去的。
See? And then you can think that this is a sonata of the springtime.
那么你就可以想了，这是春天的奏鸣
And
曲，
the notes, this goes to here.
音符这样，
And so beautiful.
这么美。
Now, in order to be able to think this way, even to start, all this must be free to give you many colors.
要能你用这个这样来想它，那么这个手上的动作都要能给你各种各样的色彩。
Music is not black and white.
音乐不是就是黑跟白，
It is every color
是各种各样的颜色，
and some that even painters don't have.
还有甚至一些颜色是画家都没有的颜色。
Sing that once to me this way with the violin.
那请再唱一次给他听。
Play with her, please. Very good, very good. That's exactly right.
对的。
What is music all about?
要知道音乐是些什么，这些音乐是关于什么。
The instrument is not that important.
乐器不是那么重要的，
It is only a means to an end. In other words,
只是个手段，达到目的的一个手段。
you don't use music to play the violin, you use the violin to play music. Dancing.
跳舞啊，
No.
足够的。
The line is more important than just playing one note after another. Always something different each time.
是一次不同的。
Never the same.
是一样的节奏，应该是。
You know, a conductor, 1, 2, 3. A conductor can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Not possible. Da 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 da. 要不那这都我做哒哒哒啪哒那我
不要拉成那样。
外边的也白白哒哒哒哒哒滴哒哒哒什么 ？Understand？ 呀哒哒呀哒哒呀哒哒呀哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。Open up. Every time you take up the instrument, you are making a statement, your statement. And it must be a statement of faith that you believe this is the way you want to speak. Unless you feel that you must live with music, that music can say more than words, that music can mean more, that without music we are not alive. If you don't feel all that, don't be a musician. I hope that all of you, students and teachers, will understand what I've been trying to say. If I have been critical, it is only to share with you my faith, my abiding belief in both music and young people. And I believe between the two of them, the world is a better place. And if I have left that behind, I'll be very grateful.